People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. I am trying to remain positive. However, a lot of things that I see happening in Jamaica, very disturbing. If it is not crime that is going to take us away, it is going to be health. If you are not in a good financial standing and have to go to one of these public hospitals in Jamaica, dog, eat your supper. And we've gotten several different examples of why Jamaica health system needs a revamp. And I understand that this is a third world country, so therefore there are lack of resources. They are pretty much given basket for carry water. However, a lot of times it is lack of professionalism, it is lack of sympathy, lack of caring, and lack of patience when you are dealing with patients. I am speaking about a situation that occurred at the KPH, Kingston Public Hospital, where a young lady, her name is Claudette Grant, her mother fell off the bed about a month ago. She took her into KPH. She was admitted. The strange thing is that when the doctors received this lady and admitted her, the daughter specifically told them that, listen, she dropped off at the bed, she have one big cocoa, we want to check her head because she has not been acting the same ever since then. When the daughter came back, they told her that they checked the chest. The daughter said, no, look on her head. You know, see the big cocoa. Something wrong, she dropped and hurt her head. She might have some sort of mental problem. Her brain might be shaken up. She's an elderly lady. Anyway, they decide that they are going to do some MRI. That means that them scan to make sure that everything is good or see if there's any sorts of damages. The daughter made one appointment. That appointment did not fall through. She make two, the same thing, she make three. She then went to the hospital and raised all HELL and asked the people, how is it that you did not take this lady for any of the 1, 2, or 3 appointments? What is really going on? She was advised that there was not any sort of ambulance to take her. They have ambulance issues. They then gave her a next option, option B. She could pay for the ambulance service, which would be $45,000 a trip, Jamaican. Now people, remember, this is Kingston Public Hospital. If you have that type of money, you would probably find your way at some sorts of private facility. So therefore, it goes without saying, the lady brought her mother to a place that she thought was free, based on what the government said. After that, even more disturbing, she was told that, listen, we can't do nothing for your mother. We are discharging her. She is now officially discharged. When she looked at the condition of her mother, the mother still have all sorts of tube attached to her nose, to her mouth, in which she was breathing or eating through. The mother was basically in a vegetative state. She was not talking. She was unresponsive. She did not get any sort of MRI. She did not get any sort of diagnosis to exactly what was wrong with the mother. Remember, them checked the chest when they were supposed to check the head. The impact of the fall off that bed. They told this lady that they were discharging the mother. So therefore, she would have to now take responsibility for this mother. Remember, if KPH, which is supposed to have professional doctors and nurses that are trained to monitor this situation, they tell this daughter that they are giving her back the mother and she has to now care for her. So pretty much they were giving this daughter, her mother, to go home and DEAD. I am going to let you take a look to what the daughter has to say, so you know that I am telling the truth. Take a listen, take a look.
I'm a mother, yes. I'm a lover. What am I do with her? What am I do with her when I go home, take her home like that? She get discharged this Saturday, and Saturday, Sunday for about a week and a half after she realized that she not responding to us. Right? She not talking, no nothing at all. I realized that she have a slight fever. So I take her back down here. When you look, you see the big cocoa this up on her face. She not talk, no nothing at all. She not talk. She not respond to it. She only sleep. Your common sense must tell us that something is wrong. 3 times. We make the request for do the MR. Me make the request for do the MR, for get the appointment. And the 3 times she missed the MR, them are going to tell you upon the ward. Because the doctor them upon the ward are going to tell us that them not have no ambulance. Yesterday now, them, when me come now, them are going to tell me, say, she get discharged. She get discharged, she not respond, she not talk, she not move. She have all the tube in her nose where she have feed out of. And them are going to tell me so she get discharged. She's still in the hospital because I not move her, because I don't know what I'm going to do with her. Right now she lie down in the bed up there like a vegetable, and you got ear say she get discharged for go home. When me I go home with her, I go do with her. When me I go home, go do with her, sir. Somebody can tell me when me I go home, go do with my sick child, with my sick daughter, then so me there home I fight with my 11-year-old daughter. We have 4 strokes and plus my mother. Jesus Christ Almighty, what we fi do?
So people, you heard what the daughter of this lady, Claudette Grant, had to say. She is perplexed by the treatment that her mother received. Well, the lack of treatment. Because she took her mother in the hospital in a bad state, and pretty much they wanted her to take back her daughter, her mother, in an even worse state. No sorts of treatment, no sorts of care. So that was very disturbing. However, I want you to hear what the regional director of that place had to say. His name is Mr. Errol Green. He is pretty much saying that, listen, this lady is not an inpatient, she's an outpatient. So therefore, an outpatient has to find the money, transportation for the ambulance issue that they have. He claimed that this lady is getting the proper treatment. So in other words, if us as the doctors or nurses who are supposed to be the professionals don't know what to do, we don't have any sorts of answers. There is no resources. There is no ambulance. That means more than likely, if this is some sorts of medical facility, people are going to get sick. People are going to want to do scans. People are going to do x-rays or whatever. So therefore, if your facility does not have those conveniences, that means the people are going to DEAD. If you don't have this money to address the issue, meaning that turn this public facility, Kingston Public Hospital as it is called, into some sort of private facility. Make sure that you have your money ready. It is going to be dog eat your supper. It is not going to look good for anybody involved. So we see the director, the regional director, he has now stepped in and he is using all sorts of technical terms because she is not an inpatient, she's an outpatient. Therefore, she has to find the money for the ambulance services or whatever other services that this hospital offer at some sorts of cost. This is supposed to be a public hospital, like the name says, Kingston Public Hospital. The director of the Kingston Public Hospital, Errol Green, does not have any sorts of answers. People, do you see what is going on in Jamaica as it pertains to everything? Now, if you ask most economists anywhere in the world, they would tell you that the sign of a good economy that shows if a country is stable or properly managed are a couple of things. Safety and security. Is there proper policing in a Jamaica? our people a DEAD and drop like fly? What about the education? Are the teachers satisfied with the wage in which they are receiving? Are they satisfied with the resources in which is at the school for them to teach the PITAL them adequately? The answer to those, no. Is there proper health facility? Is the health sector alright? Are the nurses, the doctors disgruntled? Are the popo disgruntled? Are the teachers, are the doctors, are the nurses all involved in all that tells you whether this country is a piece of ish or not? As to everything Jamaica fails, it is an epic failure. When we see a person brings her mother to the Kingston Public Hospital, they treat her for something other than what she went for. Don't know if them diagnose something else. However, she should have at least been treated for the head injury from falling off the bed. Then whenever they miss 3 appointments based on lack of resources, based on the fact that they have ambulance issues like they claim, then they told this lady that her mother is discharged officially with all sorts of tube. Them no know what else to do. Pretty much they were lost, dazed and confused. They wanted to give this lady her mother without any sort of proper facility. If them as a hospital, doctor and nurse that are properly trained cannot handle the situation, how is it that they want to turn this lady over to her daughter just so she can DIE in a whole lot of distress? People, sometimes it is not the resources, sometimes it is the effort, sometimes it is the professionalism, sometimes it is the sympathy, sometimes you need patience whenever you are dealing with patients. And people, we see that is missing in this whole story. Point blank and period. So anyways people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. The link is in the description of this video. Bless up.